We are coming to you live from our Auckland Park studios. This is Prime News on SABC 3. Here's what's dominating in your leads at this hour.
The romantic relationship was well known to people close to my circle, and it is an open secret that we were in an on and off relationship.
A senior SAPS official has claimed that she was in a romantic relationship with alleged underworld figure Vusumuzi Kat Matlala at the time that his company secured a 360 million rand police tender. Meanwhile, police are investigating a case of attempted murder following a hit on Viandre Pretorius, who was named in the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry. And DAMP Diane Collar-Barnard has informed Parliament's ad hoc committee that she never mishandled classified intelligence information, asserting that the details were already in the public domain. We bring you primetime action right here on Prime News on SABC 3. Good evening and a warm welcome to you all. My name is Beki Mutumomolete, here to deliver the clearest picture on the stories that matter most. With that said, let's get straight into your leads. A high-ranking SAPS official has claimed alleged cartel member Vusumuzi Kat Matlala as an on- and off-lover, seemingly in a bid to shift the benefits that Matlala gave her from the category of alleged gratification to just mere gifts from a partner. The Commission's bench, however, saw right through this camouflage, which they believe on the facts is not plausible.
Brigadier Rachel Macheng, who played a pivotal role in the 360 million rand SABC contract awarded to alleged cartel member Vusumuzi Kat Matlala, and who allegedly received monetary gifts from Kat, has claimed in her testimony that she was in a romantic relationship with him.
The romantic relationship was well known to people close to my circle, and it is an open secret that we were in an on and off relationship.
The claim ran into a wall when the text exchanges between Matlala and Macheng showed that the pair's communication was highly transactional and professional, void of the warmth and affection expected between couples. This resulted in the so-called romance being put to the test.
The very fact that you did not use any terms of endearment suggests to me that you were not romantically involved. What do you say?
I don't agree, Commissioner. People can go out and investigate around my circle, and my circle is very big. They will be able to confirm this relationship.
Macheng's version suffered another injury when she failed to explain why she took a keen interest in Matlala's payments to her friend's butchery. Macheng says she wanted to ensure that he settled his debts owed to her friend, but the Commission believes she made it her business because it was alleged kickback payments to her for the assistance she allegedly provided to Matlala in her SAPS contract, a proposition she denies.
A plausible explanation for these payments, 300,000 rand on what we see, was actually what you say. They were not. That is, the payments were not. Is that not the plausible explanation? Because otherwise, what you say does not make sense.
The hearings continue. Kani Mapanga, SABC News, Pretoria.
Meanwhile, police are investigating a case of attempted murder following a hit on Viandre Pretorius, who was named in the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry. Pretorius survived after his car was pumped with 16 bullets by 3 men who approached him in front of a house in Boksburg after 9 a.m.
Well, Viandre Pretorius survived the hail of bullets as he parked his car right here behind me. Pretorius can be heard in this clip sending out a distress message.
Guys, number 13 Klapper Street van Dyke Park. Please come and assist me here. 13 Klapper Street van Dyke Park. They shot my bakkie. I don't know if it's a hit or something. They shot my bakkie. I managed to get out.
Provincial Police Commissioner General Tommy Mtomeni was on scene as forensics combed this area for several hours.
There was a vehicle which moved towards his vehicle as he was stopping in front of the gate. And suddenly this particular vehicle started shooting. While started shooting, his indication is that he tried and then to move out of the car and then he hid. Based on our observation, we have since noticed that there are 16 bullets, around the vehicle.
While Pretorius was named by witness D. Marius van der Merwe at the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry before he was assassinated last year. Pretorius was said to be amongst those linked to the dumping of the body of Emmanuel Mbenze in a dam in Brakpan in 2022, allegedly on the instruction of Ekurhuleni Metro Police officers. Well, that docket is being investigated by the Independent Police Investigative Directorate and has been sent to the Director of Public Prosecutions for a decision on possible prosecution. Well, the Madlanga Commission says Pretorius was not yet on their radar. No arrests have yet been made. Crisalda Lewis, SABC News in Boksburg.
Still on this, President Cyril Ramaphosa has reacted to the alleged attempted hit on Pretorius. Speaking during his oversight visit to the SARS National Command Center in Brooklyn, Pretoria, the president also mentioned that he will only respond to the full set of recommendations from the Madlanga Commission once the process is complete in the next 3 months.
We are terribly appalled at attempts that are being made by those who have been doing wrong things against witnesses. And we want to tighten security much more so that those witnesses who are giving evidence online should not be easily identified. The work that is being done there is far too fundamental for the restructuring of our police service and indeed our criminal justice system. And let me say, people have always been very critical of us, of alleging that we don't implement recommendations of commissions. The problem at times is that people focus on one issue. Like right now, they're focusing on Minister Mkhunu and are not looking at all the other recommendations. And when the time comes, and I tend to act very carefully, when the time comes, I will also attend to that matter. And it will be based on all the recommendations that will have been made.
In more related news, an urgent court bid by Northwest-based ANC businessman Suleiman Karim has been struck off the roll with costs. The ruling was delivered virtually by Gauteng High Court Judge Denise Fisher, who dismissed the matter in under 10 seconds. Karim approached the court last week on an urgent basis, seeking to block the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry from issuing a subpoena, compelling him to testify tomorrow.
I have prepared a written judgment in this matter. I will proceed to read the order. The full judgment will be on case lines thereafter. The order reads, Part A is struck off the roll with costs on scale C, such costs to include the costs of two counsel where employed.
DA MP Diane Kohler-Barnard has informed Parliament's ad hoc committee that she never mishandled classified intelligence information, asserting that the details were already in the public domain. She is the first MP serving on Parliament's ad hoc committee to testify over allegations of criminal infiltration, corruption and political interference in the justice system.
Not, in fact, during the press conference, name me specifically. I look back, he just simply said politicians. That actually came up on the 17th of September and again on the 7th of October here in this committee. I believe that he thought I was a leak out of the Joint Standing Committee on Intelligence and had leaked all this information. However, the Joint Standing Committee on Intelligence did not exist at that stage. It was only put together on the 1st of April. So all of this happened way before. And of course, I have no idea how the information about initially the hotel came to be in the newspapers.
In other news, the murder case against controversial businessman Katiso Molefe has been postponed to the 12th of March by the Johannesburg High Court. This is to allow for the disclosure of the contents of the docket and for pre-trial proceedings.
A case against the controversial businessman Katiso Molefe has been postponed to the 12th of March 2026. That would be to allow both the state and legal representatives to agree if they are ready for trial. Molefe arrived in court in bulletproof, accompanied or escorted by security officials who were heavily armed. The presiding officer, Motau, explaining to Molefe as to why the matter is postponed, he had this to say.
This matter is adjourned until the 12th of March 2026, back before this court, sitting at Johannesburg High Court, with accused number 1, 2, and 3 remaining in custody, and accused number 3's bail being extended on the terms upon which he was released on bail.
Also reprimanded of not focusing in court.
Mr. Molefe, I see there's a conferencing going on between you and your co-accused. Are you paying attention, sir? I can't hear you loud enough? Yes, I would suggest that you should pay attention.
Michael Puleta was also present in court. The case has been postponed to the 12th. My name is Calvin Ruta for SABC News, Johannesburg High Court.
After the break, President Ramaphosa has hailed SARS as one of the most effective, best-run and trusted state institutions in the country. We'll bring you more on this when we return. Welcome back to Prime News on 3. President Cyril Ramaphosa has hailed the South African Revenue Services as one of the most effective, best-run and trusted state institutions in the country. Speaking during an oversight visit to the SARS National Command Center in Brooklyn, Pretoria, the president highlighted that public trust in the Revenue Service has risen sharply, climbing from 48% to 75% in just 5 years.
It is one of the most effective, best run and trusted state institutions in our country. In just 5 years, public trust in SARS has grown from 48% to 75%. Now, the recent improvements in business and investor confidence are in no small part due to the diligent efforts of what you have done as the South African Revenue Service. The regulatory environment is a key consideration for investors looking to bring their business to our country. They seek certainty in tax policy, and in this regard, the Ministry of Finance, Treasury, has been consistent in ensuring that our tax policy is well calibrated, and you execute that.
Patriotic Alliance Deputy President Kenny Kunene and mayoral candidate for the city of Johannesburg says that he has what it takes to be the mayor of the city. The upcoming local government elections are expected to be hotly contested, with a number of people raising their hands for the top job in the city.
The top job in the city of Johannesburg will be up for grabs as residents will vote for their preferred candidate in the upcoming polls. The Deputy President of the Patriotic Alliance, Kenny Kunene, believes he is the right person for the job. He has placed reclaiming hijacked buildings, revenue collection and illegal immigration at the center of his campaign. Kunene believes he is in it to win it.
I am the man for the job. I am the man to be the mayor of Johannesburg. I'm very decisive, and I understand that you need to deal with the cause of the problem, not the effects of the problem. When you look at how government has run things until where we are, it deals with the effects of the problem.
Kunene denies any breakdown in relations with the current Joburg mayor, Dada Morero. He has been vocal about his calls for Morero to resign. Kunene accuses Morero of non-performance in the city.
I don't have personal beef. Even if it were there, I wouldn't put it in the way of governing. We had our issues. And
as a result of how he runs?
That started in the city from 2019, 2020. But when we negotiated the coalition this time around, we overlooked those differences. But the man is just, it is character. He can't work with people.
He also reiterated that he has no relationship at all with murder-accused Katiso Molefe. Natasha Piri, SABC News, Johannesburg.
NSFAS acting CEO Wasim Karim has confirmed that 660,000 students have been approved for funding for the 2026 academic year. Karim delivered the update during the NSFAS monthly media briefing in Pretoria today.
In terms of our total numbers, we have now 660,000 students which are approved for funding, 85,600 students who are going through the process of verification, and 21,400 which are still sitting with outstanding documents. We do have rejected applications of 116,000. Of that, 13,000 have been offered loans because they meet the qualifying criteria for loan applications. As we move to continuing university students, we are quite pleased that about 437,000 students have met the academic progression criteria, which is more than 80% of our students, with about 110,000 not meeting the academic progression criteria.
Thank you for staying with us. Calls are mounting from different stakeholders for the government to immediately retrieve the container at Lily Mine in Barberton in Mpumalanga. Action SA, together with the families of the miners trapped in the container, Priti Nkambule, Yvonne Mnisi and Solomon Nyirenda, held the 10th annual commemoration of the incident. The container they were working in was buried under rocks when the ground caved in 2016. An inquest into the Lily Mine disaster was launched in 2017 and revealed that illegal mining activities weaken the mine's crown pillars.
The 10-year commemoration of the Lily Mine tragedy started with a prayer, but members of the media were refused entry into the mine. The families of Priti Nkambule, Yvonne Mnisi and Solomon Nyirenda are still seeking the remains of their loved ones. Despite many unanswered questions, the families remains hopeful.
We as the families, we say it's 10 years of torture, 10 years of betrayal, 10 years of lies by our government. Our government is failing us.
For 10 years, not enough efforts have been made by the government to retrieve the remains of the Lily Mine victims. Action SA leader Herman Mashava says they will continue to fight to bring the families closure.
One important achievement is the fact that we exposed the lies of the South African government when, after the collapse of this container, they said to the families and the people of South Africa and the entire world that this container cannot be retrieved. And through our legal intervention, we exposed that lie.
The party also slammed the National Prosecuting Authority for not taking action against those flagged in the 2017 inquest report. The issue of the Lily Mine 3 remains an albatross on the neck of the Department of Mineral Resources. Nhlamulo Mabasa, SABC News, Lily Mine.
It is now time for us to take a look at your latest market snapshot, reflecting the day's trading activity as recorded at 7:30 this evening. It is now time for us to gaze up to the sky and see what the weather holds in store for us. Our experts are on standby with the details. Your weather forecast is coming up next.
Good evening and welcome. Let's take a look at what to expect weather-wise for this evening as well as tomorrow. Seeing clear skies in places over the northwest. Otherwise, partly cloudy conditions, cloudy at times over the central as well as the southern parts of the country. We do have a band of isolated showers and thunder showers coming down from Namibia into the Northern Cape, scattered mainly over the southern parts of the Northern Cape, southern Free State, eastern parts of the northwest and the southern parts of KwaZulu-Natal. Widespread showers and thunder showers in places over the Eastern Cape. Tomorrow, seeing partly cloudy conditions across the entire country. Scattered showers and thunder showers in places over the Eastern Cape and southern parts of KwaZulu-Natal. Otherwise, expecting isolated showers and thunder showers, except over the southwestern and the northeastern parts of the country. Now, the South African Weather Service is warning of severe thunderstorms over the southern part of the Free State, southeastern corner of the Northern Cape, into the extreme eastern parts of the Western Cape, the Eastern Cape, and the southern parts of KwaZulu-Natal. That warning mainly over the northern interior of the Eastern Cape tomorrow. Those storms possibly resulting in heavy downpours of rain, strong damaging winds, large amounts of small hail or excessive lightning. Overnight temperatures seeing Bloemfontein down to 18, 20 in Daar and Graafrenet. Port St. John's will start off the morning with a minimum of 21, peaking at 28 tomorrow. Very hot conditions in Richards Bay with 39. 31 is your maximum in Mbombela. Cape Town, a warm day expected with 29. George peaking at 26. It will be very hot in Oudtshoorn and Beaufort West with a maximum of 34. The extended forecast expecting warm to hot conditions, partly cloudy across most parts of the country. Isolated showers and rain in the south, otherwise isolated to scattered showers and thunder showers over the northern, central and southeastern parts. That's your weather. Do stay tuned.
The news may be over for tonight, but the conversation continues. We thank you for watching Prime News on SABC 3. Until tomorrow, from myself, Becky, and the team, stay informed. Good night.